The evidence that we have found and that we have released directly point to President Obama leading the manufacturing of this intelligence assessment. There are multiple pieces of evidence and intelligence that confirm that fact.
People think that they're on the outs because they're not always in the same room together, Maureen. That's what she would like people to believe. Like she had what, 1 or 2 public appearances without him, and that's what led to the divorce speculation. That's not quite it, my dear. It's what are the things? Oh, your words. It's your words that led us to believe you can't stand him.
Picture this. Barack Obama, the untouchable cool kid of politics, sipping lattes and dropping smooth one-liners. But out of nowhere, Megyn Kelly and Tulsi Gabbard crash the party like 2 Avengers who missed the memo on respecting legacies. What follows isn't just a takedown. It's a demolition so brutal, even Obama's teleprompter would have called in sick.
The truth is, if you add it all up, even the year, if the odds were you're going to be married to your partner for 50 years and 10 of those years could be bad, you'd
sign up for it.
You'd sign up for it.
You'd sign up for it.
Right. And that's really how it works out.
Is it, Michelle? It's not. I've been married for 17 and a half years and not one was bad. I think she and he married the wrong people.
Barack Obama floated through politics like a Marvel superhero, selling hope and change like a mixtape about to drop. The media adored him so much that if he sneezed, anchors called it leadership. He wasn't just a president, he was a lifestyle brand. You didn't vote for Obama. You subscribed to him.
Lo and behold, what happened next was we're going to do a new assessment and we're going to see what Russian interference was. Immediately, the media started reporting, it was huge. They interfered in everything. They tried to help Trump. So the answer to the homework was delivered to the media before the homework had been done. And then when the homework was officially delivered in January of 17 to Obama, shock of all shocks, it said what Obama wanted it to say, which was Russia, Russia, Russia. They wanted to help Trump. And off we were on the collusion allegations that would dominate the Trump first term. So now you have spoken to a whistleblower still inside the CIA who worked on that 17 ICA. And this person is telling us what?
Every shiny statue meets a hammer. In this case, too, Megyn Kelly and Tulsi Gabbard. If Barack Obama's image was the Mona Lisa, they showed up with spray paint and zero patience. Suddenly, the golden boy looked less golden and more like a PR stunt gone stale.
Implications of this are far-reaching and have to do with the integrity of our democratic republic. It has to do with an outgoing president taking action to manufacture intelligence, to undermine and usurp the will of the American people in that election, and launch what would be a years-long coup against the incoming President of the United States.
First strike. Megyn Kelly. The human scalpel. Precise, sharp, and guaranteed to make even the smoothest politician sweat. She built a career dismantling power on live TV. And Barack Obama's halo was next on her list.
You just listen to the pod. They got to watch it because, first of all, we're taking this thing apart tomorrow on the Mini Nerve.
Good.
He's got more chemistry with and affection for brother Craig than his own wife, if you look at the way they greet each other. And then my favorite thing is the staging now, because we all know that politics is about optics and stagecraft. Michelle's at this end of the table. Obama's all the way over here at this end, and brother Craig is between them like a mediator, like a marriage counselor.
So
if they're really still in love and together and not getting a divorce, why aren't they?
Here's the danger. Megyn Kelly has receipts. While journalists wrote love letters, she called out the laziness. Imagine a classroom where everyone praises the king. Then Kelly drops a 5-page report on tax fraud. Enter Tulsi Gabbard. If Kelly is the scalpel, Tulsi is the hammer, turning polite dinners into interrogations and exposing scars from wars sold as hope and change.
More fuel on the fire that there's a potential, maybe a divorce or some sort of rockiness going on in the Obamas' relationship. They both posted these mirrored, very choreographed Valentine's Day messages on X, but he was just seen at an LA, the basketball team, the Clippers, thank you, game without her. And then on Tuesday, he was spotted eating out at a fancy dinner in Sherman Oaks with both daughters, Malia and Sasha, but again, no Michelle, according to TMZ.
That's when cracks show. Barack Obama was sold as the peace president. In reality, drone strikes skyrocketed, civilian deaths piled up, and ending wars became software upgrades. He won the Nobel Peace Prize before proving he deserved it, like getting an Oscar before filming the movie.
The distraction. What is your response to the former president?
They're doing the exact same thing that people like Senator Warner are doing. He was the head of the Intelligence Committee at the time. They would have to admit and actually address the details of their complicity in this, or their absolute failure in conducting the most basic responsibilities of, again, asking, where is this intelligence coming from? What are the sources? What proof do you have of these of this high confidence assessment? Remember, John Brennan and James Clapper at the time assessed, and James Comey, with high confidence that Russia aspired to help Donald Trump win the election in 2016.
At home, the healer of racial divides saw riots, shootings, and cultural chaos. Megyn Kelly points out how the media painted over the cracks, cheering the PR while ignoring reality. Tulsi Gabbard reminds us Obama didn't end wars. He swapped them, rebranded them, and called it progress.
Obama's still at it. And in this particular soundbite, she's got thoughts on relationships. Listen here.
Relationships are long, and there are also ebbs and flows, right?
Here.
So I think sometimes people who date don't realize that, you know, in long-term relationships, you're gonna have deep dips, and you're gonna have
a bad
peaks.
year.
You're gonna have a bad. I tell people, and folks think that this is harsh. It's like you're gonna have a bad decade.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I've been married to my husband for 30 plus years. I mean, the truth is, if you add it all up, even the year, if the odds were you're going to be married to your partner for 50 years and 10 of those years could be bad, you know,
you'd sign up for it.
You'd sign up for it.
You'd sign up for it.
You know,
Correct.
and that's really how it works out.
Together, Megyn Kelly and Tulsi Gabbard are demolition crew. One tears the wallpaper, the other smashes the foundation. Barack Obama's legacy. Less marble statue, more cardboard cutout left in the rain. His fans. Melting down online like someone kicked their favorite puppy.
There was no credible intelligence that actually reported that. So President Obama's very carefully worded response that came from his office, again, deflects away from addressing any of the truth that was revealed.
Right.
Senator Warner refuses to speak the truth about how one of our whistleblowers came forward and approached his office numerous times about what had actually occurred, how he wouldn't go along with this fake intelligence manufactured report, was sidelined because of it. And guess what? Senator Warner's office wouldn't even give the whistleblower an email address to send his evidence of this, the treasonous conspiracy that we have now released to the American people.
Truth cuts through the myth. Megyn Kelly cracks open the media's free pass, while Tulsi Gabbard shreds policies with scars to prove it. Barack Obama's presidency wasn't journalism's golden era. It was fanfiction with better lighting.
Speaking of Barack Obama, he decided to drop a post on X today, and I thought, okay, maybe in the wake of the Pete Hegseth presser, he's going to say something like, no matter how you feel about the Iranian strike, hats off to our, boys in blue, our guys in the bombers. He went a different way. This is what it was.
Curious how you're thinking about this eulogy specifically in the moment and all the tensions that you just brought out.
I didn't even want to talk. I was so mad. Part of the reason I think I ended up having anything to say at that moment was when I heard some of the victims' families forgive the shooter. And I thought, all right, let's...
Scandals weren't scandals. Failures weren't failures. The press gave Barack Obama a free pass the size of an Amtrak ticket. Then Tulsi Gabbard swings in, torching Libya and foreign blunders. Her critique stings because it's not punditry. It's blood and bone reality.
That claims that Russia had helped Donald Trump get elected, contradicted every other assessment that had been made previously in the months leading up to the election that said exactly the opposite, that Russia had neither the intent nor the capability to try to quote unquote hack the United States election for the presidency of the United States. So the effect of what President Obama and his senior national security team did was subvert the will of the American people, undermining our democratic republic, and enacting what would be essentially a years-long coup against President Trump, who was duly elected by the American people.
That's the beauty. Megyn Kelly exposes the hype machine. Tulsi Gabbard exposes the damage. One shows the emperor's tailor lied. The other shows the emperor tripping over his robes.
All these different strands. A case upholding healthcare. A case declaring same-sex marriage part of our constitutional protections. Of mourning. I think what pulls it all together is that no one person did any of that.
So he's sitting around on a June Thursday thinking about himself and his glory days. And to your point, Smug, I'm starting to warm up to Michelle Obama's POV. I mean, like, what is he doing?
Megyn Kelly highlights the irony. Media swooned over speeches while Barack Obama built a surveillance state and hunted whistleblowers. Tulsi Gabbard reminds us words don't stop bombs. Together, they strip the glossy veneer and leave contradictions too glaring to ignore.
Tulsi Gabbard caught President Obama absolutely cold. What they did to this country, starting in 2016, going up to 2020 of the election, they tried to rig the election and they got caught. And there should be very severe consequences for that. You know, when we caught Hillary Clinton, I said, you know what? Let's not go too far here. It's the ex-wife of a president, and I thought it was sort of terrible. And I let her off the hook, and I'm very happy I did. But after what they did to me, and whether it's right or wrong, it's time to go after people. Obama's been caught directly. So people say, oh, you know, a group. It's not a group.
And here's the comedy. People still cling to the myth. Megyn Kelly and Tulsi Gabbard force you to see Barack Obama's brand for what it was. A marketing campaign, not a miracle. The speeches still give chills, but the record makes you shiver for all the wrong reasons.